Right now, we're going to welcome our next live guest. We've got Jason Traff with us here from Shipwell. Jason, thank you for joining us this morning.
Hi, Kaylee. Hey, Michael. Good to see you guys again.
It's great to see
Jason.
you. It's been a while since we've had you guys from Shipwell on the show. Let's get a little update. What have you guys been up to?
We've been up to a lot of things, but the most recent announcement is we've made our award-winning TMS available through a native mobile app. So it's an all-in-one TMS mobile app with a visibility solution to allow shippers to do everything from securing capacity to managing exceptions.
Wow, so why move it to a mobile app now? Why is now the right time to do that?
You know, our website's always been responsive, and so you could always get access to it through your mobile phone. But by making it a dedicated mobile app, it allows for a better user experience, so it's a little bit faster, a little bit more user-friendly.
I love that. I know as the significant other of a broker, my boyfriend is always on his phone, always, all the time. So I'm sure that it would.
Logistics.
Well, yeah, he's in logistics, right? But I'm sure that it would be super helpful to be able to have that living in your hand in your ecosystem all the time, right? Can you talk a little bit about the decision to make that into a mobile app and kind of what the process looks like when you're taking a TMS, building it from your website into now this condensed version for your mobile device?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we talk philosophically about how supply chains need to be flexible, adaptive, real-time, because that's the future. And in that kind of world, it doesn't make sense to only have access to your TMS while sitting in front of a computer. And so while mobile apps have been pretty prevalent in the space for a while, they've really always been carrier-facing, much like our own carrier mobile app. And so the decision to try to bring it into the mobile era was that, you know, we talk to our users, which is just an important part of business. 80% of them will spend a majority of their day away from their desk. It's almost like something happened in the world. So what we found was that we wanted to give them the ability to see and, you know, access their supply chain, manage exceptions, find capacity. I mean, retender broken routing guides. Like, there's a lot of use cases where it's maybe inconvenient to just find yourself in front of a computer to be able to manage your supply chain.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I mean, when you described it before, said that your TMS before was totally interactive, right? You could get into it through your phone, but now it's specifically designed as an app to do that. So, talk about those specific features and what are these pain points that it's really solving for those shippers by making that available to them?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great question. I think there are three big areas. I mean, I think the first one is being able to access your visibility data and then the corrective actions on that. And so we've made our Compass dashboard, which is used by over 85% of our users, available in that mobile version. So this allows shippers to address issues proactively and reactively as necessary. So manually or automatically, shipments are put into categories to better focus attention, and then corrective actions can be scheduled on those. The second part of it is that shipment status updates in a map view is now right on your phone. So very quick and easy to see if something's at pickup, in transit, at delivery, delivered, all the statuses right alongside the map with the real-time tracking and locations. It even allows shippers to drill down into the documents, the notes, and messages with carriers through that. And then the last part is that because Shipwell analyzes over 100 million rows of location data every day alongside real-time data on weather and traffic, we use applied machine learning all to answer the very simple question of, is it going to arrive on time or not? And so we're also able to apply those reactive, those responsive ETA pills to the shipments so that it's very quick and easy for someone to see where they need to focus attention.
I'm sorry. I'm just on that predictive. It's going to be on time or not. What are the data points that are going into that again?
Yeah, so we have direct connections through APIs, EDI, the broad swath of ELD connections in the space, all to bring visibility into the platform. Now, the next evolution of having all that visibility is, that's fantastic, but there's so much data. Yeah. And oftentimes what we find is that it's not about the 500 shipments a day that you're doing, it's about the 20 that are going to have an issue. And to any extent that we can build in the ability for someone to be proactive, we like to do that. It's much easier to make a phone call before something goes wrong than after. And so what we're able to do is take real-time tracking and extrapolate, you know, things maybe around an appointment time. You know, maybe it's been a while since a carrier has tracked a shipment, and allow someone to focus their attention on those, also that they can say, this is really where I need to spend my time.
I love that point. It's not about the 500 that go right, it's about the 20 that go wrong in your day. And let's talk a little bit about the reception to this app so far. What was the beta testing process like? Who was involved in testing, and what have they said about it now?
Yeah, so the mobile app currently is sitting on 4.8 stars out of 5 off of around 2,000 reviews in the Apple App Store. You know, when we talk about our users and our user experience, whether they're part of our customer advisory board or just part of a user that cares a lot about Shipwell, our product teams love to interact with them, understand their pain points, understand their vision for their supply chain, and then build solutions that meet those needs. And one of the things that we found was just that it's very difficult for a lot of these people to spend all their time in front of a computer. They're in the warehouse, they're out in the field, they're doing something, maybe from the road where it's not convenient to always break out a laptop or to be on a little phone trying to navigate a website and, scroll across all the different tables and things. And so what we saw was the need where, a native mobile app could really empower them in the vision that, they want to see that flexible, real-time supply chain. We want that to fit into their lives, which is increasingly flexible in real time.
And increasingly connected. And we talk about technology and bringing technology on and enabling the companies, specifically in logistics, because that's what we're in, to create that value add, right? That personal relationship there, that expectation or transparency in the human sense by using the technology. And when you said, it's about the 20, not the 500, that is something that frees up the C-suite and everybody else to get on with their day. Instead of checking the 500, they just get the notification on those 20 and they can go on to those benefits. Can you talk to those soft benefits there that are there for using this type of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think broadly, we can all collectively agree that shipping is now part of the brand experience. And anytime there is a focal point, either something can go right or it can go wrong, it's really a chance to differentiate yourself as a company. And I think being able to handle those situations well, which oftentimes in supply chain means having all the data at your fingertips, being able to be, present and real time with the carrier, with the customer, to let them know what's happening and that you're taking attention and focus for it. I think this is the kind of thing where, this is really the opportunity to build sort of that brand trust and brand love and show excellence through your supply chain, which increasingly builds a lot of trust and confidence in a company.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can take care of those little issues, it's not the issues that happen. They're going to happen, right? The ever given is going to get stuck. The ever forward is going to stop moving forward, and so on. It's how you react to those, and this gives you that ability to see what's going on there, react to those that are in trouble, and not the other ones.
Absolutely. And so, Jason, let's talk a little bit about going forward now. What is the next steps for Shipwell and for the app now that it's deployed? Is it just to get more users on the interface? Is it to get a little more information about how people are using it? What are you guys expecting next?
Yeah, I mean, the product team has a very aggressive roadmap. I mean, Shipwell, just as a TMS, we push live updates to our production environment every 2 weeks. And so not only are we going to continue that product roadmap, but the mobile app is a critical part of that in terms of, how we want to make sure every feature that is available on the TMS is also available through the mobile app. And increasingly, what we're finding is that this is the world that we live in.
Excellent, excellent stuff.
All right, Jason, thank you for being here with us today. It's great to have you, as always. If people want to get in contact with you guys at Shipwell, if they want to try out the app, can they find it both in the App Store and on Android as well?
That's right, and on shipwell.com.
All right, Jason, thanks. We'll talk to you again soon.